We've made it to Friday morning. I hope you're having a great morning to start this day off. The sun's shining, clouds are starting to come in. There's some pretty rough weather, it looks like, forecasted for us the next couple of days. Our biggest threat be tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night, on into early Sunday morning from what I'm seeing. So if you don't have a plan in place, now's a good time to get ready for this weather that's coming in. It's weather that we've faced here in the southeast many times before, but just be prepared, plan for it, and be ready for it. Well, I've got my coffee with me today, and I've got you here with me, and I hope that in today's video we can look at some things, because most people that come to see me are still carrying, really lugging baggage from the past along with them, and it's baggage that they don't need to be carrying anymore, because it's one of those things that a lot of people don't even realize that they're carrying. And then there's some that are. And if you're here, you are probably here because you saw the title, about lugging baggage from your past. And it's kind of like carrying around an overstuffed backpack that's full of bricks or rocks. And we just keep carrying it because we think that somehow that's going to change what's already happened. But the truth is, the brutally honest truth is that it is not going to change what happened. You can't go back in the past and change anything. Why? Because the past does not exist. It doesn't exist anywhere except in your mind. It's not in some cosmic filing cabinet somewhere hidden in a timeline that's just waiting to be rewritten. It's not. It's the only place the past exists is between your ears, in your mind. And it lies to you constantly. So it's time to drop the act and stop pretending that dragging around this old baggage from the past, all of these old stories, are helping you in any way. It's time to let that crap go. And so if you're ready, as the title says, this is going to be a brutally honest meditation. Find a place to to sit comfortably, or don't. You can stand. Either way, just find a place where you can be still for a few minutes. And if it's where you can and you want to close your eyes, that's fine. You can close your eyes instead of sitting here looking at this mug on this video. It doesn't matter whether I'm in the room with you or not, whether you can see me or not for this. So if it's safe for you to do so, you can close your eyes. Or you can keep them open. Just don't be staring and scrolling on your phone while this is going on like a dopamine-starved zombie. Alright? Alright, now take a deep breath in, even deeper, so that you feel it filling your lungs. And then let it out slowly, out through the mouth. And do that a couple of times. Just breathe in through the nose, deep and slow, down into your belly, filling your lungs, fill up. And then let it out. And just allow your mind this time to rest. And as we've talked before, it's not about emptying your mind of thoughts. You can't do that. It's not possible. But it's about just being aware of the here and the now, mindful, noticing sensations in your body, noticing the different feelings, the sensations in the room. You may notice sounds in the room, outside the room, wherever you're at. Just familiar noises and sounds. Maybe sounds that you've never really paid attention to before in the past become more real in your awareness when you sit for a few minutes like this. And as you sit here, listening to these words, listening to my voice, I want you to do something different. Do something radical. I want you to, whatever the reason is that you're here for this video, I want you to question everything that you think you remember about the past and this baggage that you're carrying around. This thing, this story that you keep retelling, this scene that you keep replaying, this regret that keeps haunting you, the mistake that you made in the past that's continuing to make you cringe. I want you to really stop and begin to question it. Because the thing is, you think you remember it accurately. You think you remember it down to the finest detail, but the honest truth, the brutally honest truth is you don't. Our memories are unreliable. Science has proven over and over again that every time you recall something, you change it just a little bit. So if you ever want to remember something completely, if you want that memory to be as true as possible, never remember it again. Because every time we remember it, we change it. Our memories are not like playing back a videotape. They're more like pulling from boxes in the attic. It's kind of like having a 1,000-piece puzzle set, but you've got different pieces in different boxes in the attic. And to put that puzzle together, you're having to go through all of these boxes and pull these pieces out. And sometimes you miss a piece. And then your mind fills it in. Whether it's true or not, it fills it in with something. And so every time we remember something from the past, we're changing it a little bit. We add details, we take out others, and we adjust the narrative to fit our perception. So the good news is your past is mostly fiction. But yet, we keep punishing ourselves with a story that isn't even accurate. And so as you're sitting here, listening to my voice, breathing in and out, allowing yourself to sit, and to just sit with this truth for a few minutes, and allow those words to really sink in. That the past, the memories that you have of the past are not accurate. They're not true. And as you sit with that thought, take a breath, a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth. And exhale that lie. That lie that you've been telling yourself for so long. And then as you sit here, breathing, contemplating, mindful of the feelings in your body, noticing how it feels to finally be able to let go of a lie that you've been telling yourself sometimes for years, decades. And then begin to understand that holding on doesn't fix anything. Because if I'm being honest with you, it doesn't change anything by holding on to it. Let me ask you this. What exactly are you hoping to accomplish by holding on to this? Are you hoping it'll change? It won't. You can't change the past. Are you holding on to it to punish yourself? Well, there's no need in that. That's pointless. Are you afraid to let go because you won't know who you are without this pain, without this guilt, without this shame? Are you afraid to let go because you don't really know who you are? That's it. Sometimes we cling to the past because it's familiar. It's a misery that we're used to. And if we keep revisiting this and dragging this baggage with us, we don't have to face the discomfort of the unknown. So let's put it into perspective. If someone kept handing you rotten food, would you keep eating it? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't keep eating something that someone kept handing you if it was bad for you or poison for you. And so, why do you keep feeding yourself the same toxic thoughts day after day? So take another breath in now, deep into your belly, and exhale through your mouth, letting it all go. Letting it go. And just for a moment, imagine who you would be without this old story. And notice the sensations in your body now, how they've changed from when we started to where we are now. Maybe you feel lighter, perhaps freer, less angry, less miserable. And if that thought makes you uncomfortable, you're doing it right. You've just found your chains. You found what needs to be let go of. And then you may come to the realization that letting go is a choice. It's not a feeling. A lot of people say, I can't let go. But what they really mean is, I don't feel like letting go. So the secret here is, you don't have to feel ready to let go. All you have to do is let go. It's kind of like taking out the trash. You don't stand over the garbage can and wait for that deep emotional readiness to arise in your body before you throw it away. You just toss it. You just get rid of it. Old papers, you crumple them up and toss them. You let them go. So whatever you're carrying, name it right here, right now. You can say it out loud, or you can say it in your mind if there's other people around that you don't want them hearing you. But say it. Give it a name. Give it a label. As you breathe in and out. And take a moment to just mentally see yourself putting it down. letting it go, like dropping a heavy bag onto the ground, taking that old backpack full of rocks, watching yourself, take it off, set it down, and then walk away. And as you turn around looking back, seeing how far you are from that, realizing that though you may be tempted to go back and pick it up again, that's a feeling that's common. That's fine. But just let it be. And if you pick it up again, make the choice to put it back down. Because sometimes letting go isn't a one-time event. It's a habit that you have to build. It's a habit that you have to learn. So take a breath in. Let it out. And let out all of the things you're ready to let go of. And as you continue breathing in and out, listening to my voice, letting go of all of this baggage from the past, you'll find it's easier to accept yourself as the person you are and not the person you were. You're not that person anymore. And one of the dumbest things that we do is hold ourselves to the mistakes of our past lives, of our past selves. You wouldn't allow a 5-year-old version of yourself to make all of your life decisions. So why are we still allowing the past you to dictate who you are now? Really think about it. You are not that person anymore. Maybe you were reckless in the past. Maybe you were gullible or naive. Maybe you hurt people in the past, or maybe you made stupid choices. Well, the truth is we all have. There's some of that in every one of us. We've all made dumb choices. We've all hurt people in the past. We've all been reckless or naive. But those people don't exist anymore. You are only who you are right now. So let's stop treating these past mistakes like they're tattooed on your soul. Take another breath in now. Let it out. And just imagine stepping fully into who you are today. That new you. That you that's been hiding for so long. And right here, right now, is your time to begin to rewrite the story or burn the whole book. Since your past is just a story, it's time to do something useful with it. You've got two choices. You can either rewrite it with a new perspective, seeing things for what they really are, letting go of that past, finding the lesson. And you can always take the lesson with you. That's not part of the baggage you've been lugging around. But that's something useful. It's okay to bring the lesson with you. Bring the wisdom. Bring the knowledge. But change the way you see it. Change the way you frame it in your mind. And that's one way you can deal with the past. Or another way is just set that book on fire and move on. Either way, change happens. Either way works. The choice is yours. Just don't keep rereading the same painful chapter, expecting it to end differently. That page has already been written. There's nothing you can do to change what happened. But you can take a breath in now, let it out, and change how you see it. Make your choice. Here, now. The only time that exists is right here, right now. And you've made it to the end of this brutally honest meditation for helping you let go of the baggage you've been carrying around for years. That means you sat still for a few minutes and you let new thoughts sink in. You've given your unconscious mind new tools and resources that they can use anytime because they're stored in that part of your mind that you and only you have access to. And that's progress. You sat here. You allowed your mind to settle and rest. And you've allowed yourself to learn new things, to learn new truths. Like the fact that the past is over. It doesn't exist anywhere else except in your mind. And the future hasn't happened yet. So the only time that exists is right here, right now. And in this moment, you are free to decide. You are free to choose exactly who you are and exactly what happens next. So make the choice. Decide today. Decide now in this moment. Will you keep carrying this weight, this garbage, this baggage? Or will you finally set it down and start living? Living the life you were created to live. Breathe in. Breathe out. Let go. And be free. All right, congratulations. You made it to the end of this brutally honest meditation on letting go of your baggage. I hope you found it helpful. I hope that this has been a resource that you can come back to at times when you feel overwhelmed or you feel other baggage creeping in or you feel the urge to go back and pick that baggage up again. You can use this video to help you change that perspective, reframe it. I hope you found it helpful, and again, leave me a like, leave me a comment, let me know how these videos are helpful for you. And if there's any topic you want me to cover, any specific meditation you want me to do, I'll be happy to create content in the future for that. Well, again, thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a great day, and I hope your weekend turns out to be wonderful. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.